Hi Kansas City, this is Chelsea with Bui-Leet. I'm here with Jenny, who is an acupuncturist who is amazing. She's my acupuncturist, and she is a new mom. I'm just going to let her tell us just what makes you special and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been doing acupuncture for about 11 years. This July, I went to school in Seattle, Washington. It was called Bastyr, and it was a 2.5-year program, and you come out with a master's in acupuncture, and if you wanted to do the herbal program, you can do that too. I decided not to, so I just have the acupuncture. But I have 3 kids, and
Yeah.
say
What was that your undergrad, or did you do something before that?
Before that, I had a microbiology degree, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and I decided something in the health field. I knew that, and acupuncture just drew me in. So,
what drew you in about it? Did you have this aha moment that was?
I think it was the simplicity of it. Just using needles to treat somebody, and reading about it and treating the body as a whole versus, working on just the symptoms of a headache. If you had a headache and you would just treat the pain, there's an underlying cause of that headache, and I was drawn to figuring out why the person was having a headache versus just giving them Advil or something,
Yeah, so rather than just treating the symptoms, you want to fix whatever's going on.
And just work on their body, prevention, and overall wellness.
Microwave. So was there something in specific that led you down that path? Did you know an acupuncturist before, or did you do it before?
I did not know very much about it other than what I read about it and visiting the school and liking the area. It was more about just growing as a person and learning how to be healthy for myself and my family.
How did you find Bastyr?
There was somebody, I spoke to a lot of people in the health field, and they knew of a natural medicine school, and everybody brought up Bastyr. That was just a very well-known name. And I was like, okay, if everyone says that's a good school, then I will go there.
So what brought you to Kansas City then?
Well, that's where I met my husband. He's from Kansas, so he also went to acupuncture school. And then we moved here.
Do you love it?
I do. I do. I don't want to move. I like it. People are nice. People are friendly.
It's like a small town, but still a big city. Right. Levy's here too. What do you love about serving pregnant and postpartum women?
Well, they need a lot of nourishment, and acupuncture is really good at doing that and helping them with sleep. It helps them with stress. It helps them with all the emotional aspects along with it. After having a baby, before, during, all the above, it helps with getting the body back into order because, after having a baby, your body just feels not right. And so just getting the balance and on the energetic level and on the physical level. So.
Wow. What's been your favorite? So we're talking to. I know. What's been your the number one thing that you see most often with pregnant women, and then also with postpartum women? How have you seen acupuncture help?
A lot of people come in when they're pregnant just for a tune-up. They want to make sure, everything is just, I guess more like the nausea, so they don't get bloating or work on the constipation or any type of edema in the legs. They want to prevent any of that from going on, and they also want to make sure that their labor will be easier. Because if you get acupuncture throughout your pregnancy, labor should be a lot, quicker and on time. And then some women come in to stimulate birth. So instead of having Pitocin, you can do certain points on the body, like on the inner calf, shoulder area, or the feet, and it should start, break your water, start contractions. Yes! What about after afterwards, after when they come in, it's just more about nourishing them, getting them back, and then just helping them throughout with, the herbs are really good for the breastfeeding if you're not having enough, or if you're not breastfeeding and you want to slow it down.
Yeah.
There are certain points in herbs that you can use for that too.
Yeah. So you spend a lot of time taking care of other people and moms and pregnant women. How do you take care of yourself? How do you practice self-care?
Oh, that is a hard one.
As a new mom, too.
It's just, you have to make time. That's the main thing. Schedule it way beforehand, and then you will get it. So sometimes I'll get foot reflexology, massages, chiropractic care, acupuncture, sleep. Yeah. And then diet helps a lot too. So, yeah.
I know, you're doing so good.
And making sure, I don't know, I think vitamin D helps me a lot. A lot of coffee. But just an energetic, just be aware, be in the moment. Yeah. Try to be with the baby at every single moment because they grow really fast, right? Yeah. And try not to stress. I think that just brings things on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're kind of talking about like a mindfulness practice and mindset. How do you practice mindfulness? Like, do you shut your phone off when you are with baby and your family, or do you meditate, or?
A lot of times I just try to, I like to watch, I listen and see what they're doing and what they need, you know, and then just not get overwhelmed because there's so much going on and everybody needs you, you know? Yeah. One person needs this, the other person needs that, and it's just, okay, just breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Yes, I know you're doing so good down here. Lovey singing for us. What do you think makes Kansas City special as far as the health and wellness world for pregnant women and postpartum women?
Oh, well, I think the health community in Kansas City, everybody seems to know each other.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a small community, but big. And we refer to each other all the time, which is what I like.
Yeah.
You know? Just helping each other out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're for sure going to know, if not everyone, most everyone, because it's that small community. All of us like to congregate together.
Mm-hmm, and help each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we hungry already? What would be some words of advice that you would give somebody who is interested in chiropractic care? They're thinking they want to go down that path professionally.
Or acupuncture, you mean? Or
oh, yeah,
chiropractic?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Well, first I didn't do this, and I think I should have. I should have gotten acupuncture sessions before I went to this school, so I would be a little more knowledgeable of how it worked and how it feels. Just experience it, you know? Mm-hmm. After that, maybe you can shadow other acupuncturists, or just, I think, overall, just experience it. Yeah, that's the main thing, because acupuncture is really hard to gauge. Everybody experiences something different. You can't really describe what it feels like or how you feel afterwards. It's just more of a mellow, relaxed state. Yeah. And for someone to get acupuncture or going into school for acupuncture and not know, it's kind of like, it's okay, but it would be best if you would know.
Yeah, experience it first.
Yes, and then also get all your undergraduates, get that all out of the way so you don't have to take that at the same time as, you know, your Chinese medicine classes.
Yeah. So what would be like a path to take as undergrad?
Biology, chemistry. Yeah.
You're more
or not
science.
Even. You could just do all the science classes.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah, and then also business. The business aspect is kind of tricky too, because they don't really teach you that in acupuncture school.
Sure.
Maybe they do now, but when I was there, it was more like, okay, you get one day of it, you know, a quick business pamphlet, and then, okay, off you go.
Yeah, figure it out.
So, yeah, and that's the hardest part for most acupuncturists, because we don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know any of that.
Yeah, but you just want to nurture people, and
yes,
it's like somebody else take care of the business stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the important part too.
Yeah, you gotta take care of everybody. What would be some pieces of advice that you would give to a pregnant woman who is considering acupuncture but is on the fence?
Well, definitely go to somebody who knows what they're doing, and if they have certifications, that's important.
What are those certifications?
Well, there is the national boards that, it's called the NCCAOM, National Certification and Commission of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine, and basically most states have them, but Kansas doesn't, so that's kind of hard too. Missouri State does have a state license. Kansas State has a weird law where we have to practice under a doctor or a chiropractor, but yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
So what else would I tell them? I would tell them to go, at least every 4 to 6 weeks during their pregnancy. Definitely come 6 weeks after their pregnancy, and definitely see the chiropractor too, along with energetic work and massage and acupuncture. Just get it all. Get it all back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there kind of a rule of thumb of kind of like when you see a midwife or an OB, you go every so many weeks, and the further you get.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Start off with once a month and see how your body does for about 2 or 3 sessions. And if your body's holding and it's feeling good, then maybe every 4 months. So, or every 3.
Yeah. Great. And what about a postpartum woman? Like, what would you tell her to best take care of herself as far as acupuncture goes?
Definitely rest. Drink a lot of water. That's important. With acupuncture, just in Chinese medicine, make sure you're getting enough protein if you're breastfeeding, like red meat. And try not to stress. That's the main thing. That's hard to do. So.
And acupuncture definitely helps with that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Even if you're not coming in for that.
Yeah. What about just you personally, if you don't mind sharing? How did you, with your postpartum period, what was the thing that helped you the most?
What helped me? Definitely massage. Definitely. Well, during my pregnancy, it was all good. I think the only issue I had was sacral pain and the stretching of the ligaments. So chiropractic really helped. Getting adjusted, and acupuncture does help with that if you don't mind the needles, right? Some people do, as long as you don't do certain points on the body. But then a lot of times at the end of the pregnancy, you can't do a lot of sacral points, so you just do arms or legs, and those are good. Because it can cause contractions, like I was saying, if you want to,
start it.
Yes, start labor or not.
Those points didn't work for me very well. As this little guy like to.
I know. I tried it too.
Yeah.
I tried 3 sessions.
Yeah.
So sometimes the baby just wants to
No,
stay.
I'm good.
Yeah. So also, acupuncture and moxa can be used to turn the baby. It's a moxa stick, and then you burn it over the pinky toe, and the baby starts to turn a little bit. It doesn't always work, but there have been times where it does work, and you don't need to go and have a C-section. So that's definitely worth a try.
Yeah. Try whatever before scheduling that surgery. Well, great. Anything else that you can share with us? How can Kansas City find you? Are you on social media? You're at the Center for
Healing Arts Center of Lenexa.com. I'm at Aloha Day Spa, and it's also in Lenexa.
No social media? No.
I haven't started that part yet. A lot of times it's more word of mouth.
Yes.
And that's why Kansas City is great.
Yeah.
Because it just worked.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it's because you're the best.
Oh,
no kidding. No,
you're
seriously.
So sweet.
Yeah. Well, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
So
I hope
glad.
it helped or
Yeah.
made people a little more aware of acupuncture and how it can help with pregnancy and postpartum.
Great. Okay. Thanks, Kansas City.
Thank you. Bye.